So let's hear it directly from the survivors who have been shown and depicted in the film, their families have been, and the criticism that has come over the comment made. I'm joined right now on this telecast by Ashok Pandit. He's a filmmaker and also from the Kashmiri Hindu community. Also Amit Raina, he's an activist from Roots in Kashmir. He's a survivor of what exactly happened and unfolded in the 1990s. First to you, Ashok Pandit, because you've been one of the first to have reacted against the comments made on the stage. What did you disapprove of or disagree to what Nadav Lapid has said on stage?
You see, Pooja, a foreign filmmaker comes on your land, he mocks your tragedy, he makes fun of your genocide, he laughs at your ethnic cleansing, and he goes off. So, for this crime which he has committed, I held the INB ministry responsible for it, for not doing their proper homework while choosing the chairman of the IFI jury. So they are answerable to this. And I demand heads should roll from the ministry of all those officers, bureaucrats who are responsible for this chairman selection. How can you call
what you said is important. Why do you think questions should be raised about from the INB ministry also and the government about the invitation that was sent?
When you select a jury, when you select a chairman of the jury, which is a very important position of a prestigious festival, you have to go behind his past, because he has been a Palestinian supporter. His character, his nature has to be, there has to be a proper homework done. And then only you select a chairman of a jury, any jury for that matter. So today if I'm hurt, today if my community is hurt, today if we are pained, responsibility has to be owned by the INB ministry. They cannot shirk away from this responsibility. It's a callous attitude of theirs, which is responsible for appointing this man as a chairman. He has done a very big crime. See, by issuing this statement, he has supported terrorism. This country is fighting terrorism, and he has supported terrorism by denouncing Kashmir Files. What is Kashmir Files? Kashmir Files speaks or depicts the tragedy which the entire community, the entire race of
Ashok, stay on with me. I request our guests to stay on with me. Vivek Agnihotri, the director of the Kashmir Files, has given out his first statement hours later since the controversy has erupted. And I want to quickly read out to what Vivek Agnihotri has said. That's the big breaking news coming in. He says, "Truth is the most dangerous thing. It can make people lie. Hashtag creative consciousness." This, remember, because the screenwriter, the jury head, had said that for a creative competition like this, as IFI is, to have a film as vulgar and propaganda like the Kashmir Files has disturbed and shocked. These are carefully used, very strong words about a film. Has this happened before, that a film has been on international level stage, been mentioned like this? Should it have to, if it was just an internal discussion? I want to now bring in Amit Raina. Amit, you and your family had fled in the 90s. You've seen exactly what had unfolded to your community. When you hear of comments like this, is this just a criticism of a screenwriter, even from another nation, on the stage in India? Or do you think there is much more? How did you feel when you heard Nadav Lapid's video that has now gone viral?
See, there are two things. One, that the comments hurt more because they come from a Jew, a community which has seen a Holocaust. Second is that being a jury head, his role was only to keep himself to the cinematic aspect of the movie. He has deliberately chosen to go and talk about the intentions, calling a movie propaganda. I don't think it was part of his purview. It does not behove a jury guy to go behind the intention of the movie and then calling it a propaganda. It is a clear, but there has been a constant attack on this movie from the day it has released, because it has exposed the truth which was being hidden from the world for last 30 years. It has gone and exposed, it has made the left liberals nervous because they had spun another kind of narrative. And when this movie came out and public was shocked to see the facts and realities, it has got left liberal worried. So there's been a constant attack on the movie. Because and every effort is being made to discredit the movie. Now, you have gone and massacred hundreds of Kashmiri Pandits. You have gone massacred to ensure there's an ethnic cleansing. There has been women have been raped and cut alive
Let's
on
continue,
bandsaws.
Amit.
You have made.
It's not that it was a one-day event. It has been happening. Yes.
Is it truth? So if the truth is propaganda, then so be it. It is not part of your job to go and question the intention of the movie. You should have kept yourself to the cinematic aspect of it. You could call it a good movie, you could call it a bad movie, perfectly fine with that. But you have no business going and hurting sentiments of lakhs of people and survivors of that genocide. I think that's where.
So what did he mean by vulgar and propaganda? Yes, Amit, stay on with me. I want to quickly bring in Ashok Pandit also. Yeah, Ashok, you made one of the first documentaries, which was The World Remains Silent. You've been speaking from the beginning as well. It's been difficult, I know, for the Hindu Kashmiris to be able to even put their perspective on intellectual platforms, specifically with regard to cinema. Now, anyone can say that it is not a good film. They have every right to criticize either the Kashmir Files or any creative initiative that's taken. There's nothing wrong with it. Do you think it was that? Do you think it was much more?
Yeah, I very strongly, it's a very pertinent question you've asked. I very strongly feel that there is a huge, big force behind this statement of his. He's not alone. It is a very properly planned, strategized strategy under which this man has issued this kind of a statement. In his statement, he says, all of us felt that. Now, I want to know who all of us are we talking about. Our entire jury should come out with a statement individually to denounce this man's abuse against a tragedy or ethnic cleansing. I feel that the entire toolkit gang all over the world who's there out to defame India or it's a huge lobby which is working against it. So this man is not alone. It is not just a statement which has come out, just talking about it's not a very simple thing. There is a proper planning, there is a proper strategy behind it, there is a proper planning behind it to denounce or to redeem our tragedy or say through this film that this film has depicted falsehood. This film is not the right film to depict this tragedy. So a film, as Amit said, which has exposed the left liberals, which has exposed all those people who said that this country is intolerant, minorities are unsafe in this country. The entire lobby, that lobby, which has been denouncing this country.
And it is, from this year starting, Ashok, what I've seen is, it was one film based on real events that was clearly strong with its approach, more direct than many toned down films earlier as well. And look at the outrage that has come over the film. That is what has boggled. Ashok, stay on with me. Amit, I have a point for you, because actor Swara Bhaskar reacted a few hours ago and said, to what the Israeli screenwriter said on the stage, she says, apparently it's pretty clear to the world. So that appears to be adding on to what Nadav Lapid has said on stage. And, when these actors come and say, do you think they're just criticizing a film? Why do you think it's mocking your tragedy? Because many would say it's just about the film they did not like.
Which is fine. They did not like a movie is perfectly fine. That's what I said. As a jury head, he should have restrained himself and limited himself to the cinematic aspect of that movie. That's what he was supposed to do. Now, you're calling a movie of survivors, a movie on the truth of genocide of Kashmiri Pandits, a propaganda that for the years on the Holocaust, on the Jewish persecution are also propaganda because they also do the same thing. So there has been, now yesterday in one of the debates, the National Conference spokesperson said Kashmiri Pandits are now getting killed because of the movie. Now every time there's an excuse to kill Kashmiri Pandits, and the blame is not taken by the people who should be blamed for it. They always try to deflect it, and this is again one more attempt. Now Nadav comes with a background. He is the one who opposes Samaira Film Fund. He is the one who denounces settlers. He is the one who probably goes and supports Hezbollah, because that part of settler where Hezbollah is active, he supports those sides of Palestinians. So you, as Ashokji rightly said, you should have done your homework properly.
The jury of the International Film Festival of India had given out a statement very categorically. They have put it out on the social media. They are distancing itself